Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're working on the 69. We got to put a fuel pump on it. I've already got the fuel tank cleaned up. I did that before winter, so hopefully that's okay. But we got to get a new fuel pump on it, run a new line to the tank, and let's see if we can get the fuel coming to the carb under its own power, not from a boat tank with a cheap Amazon electric fuel pump. So we're gonna change the oil on it too, because I've never done that since we got it unlocked. So yeah, I'm gonna get you guys set up, and we gotta get the snow taken off. It's kind of cold out. I kind of didn't know how cold it was, so I gotta go get different clothes on. So okay, so that's the agenda today. We're gonna get her running on her own, under her own fuel supply. So I'll get you set up. Okay, so first things first, we gotta get all the snow off. Kind of rained the other night. Freezing rain. That's not really working that great. So works a little better. If you guys haven't checked out the last video, we completely redid the interior on my 71 bump side. Go check that out. Give it a like, and check out the other videos too. We did I did a whole review on that truck, and sorry, but only one part of getting this running I completely forgot, didn't record when I got it running. It was just like 20 minutes here, 20 minutes here, and then one day I got it running. And I do have some videos, and at the end of this video I'll probably put them in so you guys can see. I'm trying to get this done today because we're supposed to get a few snowstorms. Supposed to have a snowstorm tomorrow and another one throughout the week. So it'll be a while before I'll be able to do this. I don't know if I can change the oil in this or not. It's stuck right here. I put this here end of last year sometime, and yeah, it's stuck. Bald tires and open diff, but I don't even know if I got the right fuel pump though. Well, that's good enough. If you guys don't remember, if you guys haven't watched me pulling the engine out and getting it unstuck video, go check that out, give it a like. And if you haven't watched that, there's no hood hinges on it because where they bolt onto the inner fenders, they kind of Mother Nature took them. So yeah, so I either gotta prop the hood up like I've been doing or try to take it off, but I don't know about you guys, but if you guys ever lifted a 67 to 72 hood off yourself, it sucks. Even with this one being all rotted, it still sucks. Taking it off, not too bad, but putting it back on is pretty rough. So, alright, I'm gonna try to find my sledgehammer that I put against the rad support and the hood and get in there. We gotta take the power steering pump off to get the fuel pump off. I don't know if you have to, but man, it's 2 or 3 extra bolts and it comes off, so, and a belt. So I'll get you guys in there once I get the hood open, and yeah. All right, so it's been a while since I've seen it here. Still got coolant in it. Battery's still in it. I don't know if that might be the first thing I actually no, worst comes to worst. Worst comes to worst, I'll put the 71's battery in it, but I'm pretty sure that should be fine. Anyway, so fuel pump's in there. See what I mean? If I just take these 2 bolts off and move it out of the way, I gotta put a new power steering belt on it anyways. I got a thicker one like this one. I can just put a socket extension on and take it right off. And here, I'll show you. This is the fuel pump I got. Oh. It's a Carter fuel pump. Just a cheaper one. The one on it doesn't have this filter, but I couldn't find the ones without a filter, but so we got the inlet and outlet. So does it come with a, I never even checked. Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah, here. We got looks like 2 gaskets and a fitting. And we got lots of fuel line. That's fuel line. So yeah. Here, if you're new to the channel, here's the 69. It's a 1969 F100 Ranger. Ooh, I gotta put the dash back in it too. She got some rust, but we're gonna patch her up. Look at that door. We're gonna patch her up. I got a lead on some inner fenders and a rad support. Rad support's good up here, but at the bottom they're gone, so I have to get them. We'll probably do that when it warms up because they're still on a vehicle. So yeah, last on the road in 2001. So I'm gonna get some tools drug out here and I'll set you up so you can watch what I'm doing, and we're gonna get that power steering pump off, or moved aside I should say, and yeah, get that fuel pump off as soon as possible to verify it is the right one, because if it's not the right one I'll have to wait about another week or so to get another one shipped in. So because nobody around carries this stuff, I gotta order this all offline because I'm up here in Canada. So okay, I'm gonna find some tools and get it out here to get that off, and yeah. Alrighty, so we got her open, as you guys already know that. So it's 9/16. Oh, it's so cold. Yeah, so it's just 2 9/16 for the hold down and the adjuster. And I do have a brand new power steering pump, but this one works. I've had it for a while, and I'm sorry about the wind noise if it's an issue. And eventually, I can take this whole front clip off to redo everything. So, that's when I'm probably going to do the manual. I'd love to do a 4-speed swap, but when I do the manifolds. So, okay. And got a little bit of gas in there. I probably have to run to the gas station. Yeah, it's pretty windy and cold, very cold. So we're gonna get this power steering pump out of the way. Sorry if you guys can't see. Little spacer. Yeah, the oil is pretty dark looking. Oh, okay. So the power steering pump's out of the way. Now we gotta try to get the fuel pump. This fuel pump out of the way. Okay, that's gonna be a bugger, but so you just take these two bolts out and the fuel pump slides right out, and then depending on where the cam lobe is for the fuel pump, you just rotate it until it goes in better, just to make the installation easier. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, so I'm not boring you too much. So we're gonna go ahead and do that and get the fuel pump out and compare it to the new one. The old fuel pump out. See, this is why we had to replace it. That wasn't gonna do anything, but this arm's a little thicker, but it's the same length and everything, so it should be okay. So now I gotta just figure out, this is inlet, so that's easy. The line just goes out, but the outlet, got this, but if I those different threads. Okay, it's not gonna work. So I just gotta find this line, this fitting, so I can run a little line. Wish they were both nipples, but we'll figure it out. So, and I gotta clean up the block. So that's no good, and that's probably not gonna be any good too. So I'm gonna search around, try to find something that I can make work that won't leak, and I'll come back. I found stuff that works. So this is what came with it. I found this fitting, fits in there good, like that. And then I head to this line. It's not the right size. This is the old fuel line off blue, and which the other part of this is on the carb because it's blue's old carb. So that fits in there good. So I'm gonna flare. I got this kit off Amazon. It actually came with like all these fittings and that bunch of that line and stuff for pretty cheap. So okay, 5/16. So we're just gonna go ahead and flare this, and then probably cut it off here, and if we have enough, flare it again, just so we can have a little line off here, so we can have a fuel line that connects to it that goes up to the carb. That's all that we need to do. It's basically same setup I have on that. So we're gonna go ahead and do that and get this back on the truck. So cool. Alrighty, we flared that. So that worked good. This one didn't turn out very good, but it's just so the line just don't slide off. So I think that's gonna work fine. That's gonna go in there like that with that. So yeah, I say we go clean up the block and get the new pump put on and run a line. Alrighty guys, I went ahead and put the fuel pump in. I did have to move the crank a bit, but I got the fuel pump in. I took the old line off here. This is from the tank. Just ran this hose. I only have one fuel filter, so now I gotta figure out if I should put the fuel filter that goes to the carb or before the fuel. I think I'm gonna do it here just so it's easy to replace. And as you can tell, this truck is whatever. Like the other truck, I have fuel filters in different places just because I'm cautious, but I got the fuel pump in, ran that line. I'm gonna leave a little access in case I do decide to put a fuel pump in line, so I can get this line hooked to here, and I can get a line hooked from here. I'm probably just gonna use this outboard marine fuel line, just take it from there and run down from there since that's already don't leak. And yeah, then I can transfer this into the tank and probably go get another jug and just maybe we should verify this fuel pump works before I start putting gas in it. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. So first things first, I'm gonna get this line cut, put on, clamp down, and this line's not the right size for that, but it does go on. I did check. It's just gonna be a little snug. I went ahead and got the oil filter off because it was right above there. So I'm gonna clean that up, put the new filter on, and probably change the oil right quick before I start running on her. So okay, I'm gonna do that. Alright guys, a little while later, I had to run another line
go into the tank just for right now. Because this hard line was all rotted, so I'm gonna have to get some more of that line. But we got to and from the fuel pump now, so not too bad. I got hooked to the tank. I got fuel coming up to the fuel filter. Had to run and get some gas, but I just wanted to make sure I was getting fuel, and I wasn't. I had the clicky-clack fuel pump hooked up, but still nothing. Then I went down and I found a couple holes, so I had to bypass that for now. But I had 10-foot length of a line, so that's okay. So right now I can't even get my drain pan under because it's so close to the ground, so I'll have to run this oil for right now. I didn't want to. I wanted to change the oil, have it fresh, but I'll have to do that in the spring once it's out. So okay, so I think I'm gonna run it with no power steering for right now, and probably put the old filter back on. So okay, I'm gonna put the filter back on and move some of the stuff, and we can crank on her and see if we can get fuel up to the carb. Got the drain plug out. I did manage to jack it up and get a pan under it, so I took because it was either put the old one back on that I already threw in the wood stove and clean it out, because I didn't want to put the new filter on with the old oil. There's no really sense of doing that. So yeah, we're draining the oil right now. We're gonna get a new O-ring or washer for this and get it put back on, clean off the cross member, put the new filter on. Well, I will get you guys set up, and I'll put the filter on and put the oil in it. So yeah, that's where we're at right now. So I already told you, but I had to run all rubber line. I don't have the right size. I need 5/16 line, so I'll pick that up at a later date, just because, I mean, rubber's fine, but I tucked it away from the exhaust, but it's still in the exhaust area. So yeah, we're gonna run some zinc in her, and yeah, should be good, and hopefully the fuel pump works. So because I just put like $40-50 of gas in it. Yeah, so see you when I get this back in. And by the way, it was a pain. I don't know why it was on so tight. Alright guys, for oil, I got the cheapest, thickest oil I got to mix up with that. I got some zinc additive because flat top it and it's older, and an FL1A. So I already went ahead and marked the date on the filter. I'm gonna put the filter on and get some new oil in her. Alrighty, so filter, you can pre-fill them if you want, but we're gonna be cranking on it for a while. We'll build oil pressure before she actually fires up. Went ahead and marked the date, so we can go ahead, get the new filter on. And if you guys watched the other 69 video, I never put a new filter on this yet. I just took the one off blue. So actually, here we're gonna do the 5-liter jug first. Apparently this takes 6 liters. I can't remember how much it actually takes, but I'm pretty sure it's 6.
Yeah, the train plug was on there. It did not want to go. the original fuel line, like, we had it all set up good, so I just went ahead and took that line that I already had on off. Not to put the rest of that in. I think I'm going to put the zinc out of this in now so I can mix with the new oil. It says nice. I've used this before. It's pretty good stuff, so. Does it work? I don't know. It tells me it has the correct stuff in it. Have I ever had a cam down with my trucks? No. Okay, I'll put this in my Grand Prix too. There's 5 liters. I'm trying to rush because I got work supper to go to tonight. I gotta get ready. I'm supposed to be in the shower right now, but I gotta have a shower because I don't have you guys down there because there's no room whatsoever. I got dosed in gasoline. Once I broke the vacuum in between the two. Alright, so that's in. Gotta give it time to get to the bottom, but get it rough estimate. Right, the top of the fall, that's what we like. Alright, I'm gonna go get a rag, clean that off, and we can start cranking on her.
Alright, you guys watched that fuel filter. I know it's kind of hard to see, but you guys watch that. Let's see if we get some. See if the battery's dead or not. Nothing yet. Oh yeah, look, we got fuel. Look for any leaks. Okay, nothing. I don't have any clamps there, but okay, I'm just gonna check underneath. Make sure there's no leak. Nope, we're good. Let's crank on her again, see if we can get her to stay running. Little leak up top. Okay, let's crank her up one more time. See if we can get her to stay running. Look at that. The fuel pump works. Oh, 55 PSI of oil pressure with the new oil. That's good. That exhaust leak's pretty bad. Let's go. Okay, I'm gonna shut her down, and right quick I'm gonna try to put the power steering pump back on so I don't have to do it another time. And yeah. All right, a couple things I want to do before I sign off this video. Well, first of all, I got the power steering pump back on, so that's good. I just want to get this back in because it's been sitting in my kitchen too long. Only like a couple dash lights work on this anyway, so. So glad I don't have to run that boat tank anymore, because in theory I can just leave the battery connected right before I shut her off. Right before I shut her off, I started leaking fuel out of the carb, so I'll have to go through that again. I want to get a whole different setup for it, but that's good enough for now. Okay. Put the tack back up, which it does work. I put this in here along with those gauges. Okay, so in theory, we can just go. Not happy. It is minus 12 out, minus 14 with the wind chill, but so that's probably gonna do her. I'm gonna clean up a bit. I gotta go get cleaned up for my supper. But thank you so much for watching, you guys. I appreciate it so much. Please like and subscribe. And yeah, there's gonna be lots more to do with this 69, and I'm excited to bring you guys along with me. And I'm so happy we don't have to run the old boat tank anymore. Next thing, probably fix so I get a fuel gauge. So, all right, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.